Do you all think LinkedIn is weird? Like, is it safe to tell the world where you work? All right. As a graduate student, I created a LinkedIn account last year as required by a public relations class assignment to show my professional brand. If not for that assignment, I would not have opened an account. I always thought it was weird because is it wise to keep everyone from knowing where I work? So so with an account, I keep my employment history private where only connections can see it. But I need another job fast because I'm in a toxic work environment and I fear that I could lose my job at any day. But it's been hard to find another job, and all career experts recommend a completely public LinkedIn profile showcasing the perfect candidate to hire. However, is telling the world where you work safe? For example, when I start a new job, I plan on not listing it on my profile, or if I do, listing it for connections only because I fear someone from my current job contacting my new employer and sharing insufficient information with intentions of making my new job fire me. I get anxious and overthink, so my fears may be unnecessary. After all, nobody has ever told me a story of whether LinkedIn hurt them, but it could. Am I just being paranoid and in and interfering with getting noticed on LinkedIn by having my work experience history private? So, so, um, all right. I've I'm gonna share this. All right. So I won't say the name, but I was talking to one of my mentees, right, and they were so like worried about what people would think about them. Like if they say this, if they do that, and I had to like tell them like straight up, I told them, look, you're only that important to yourself. Like for this person talking, right? Nobody at your last job really cares about you like that. If you leave, you leave, right? And if you get fired, you get fired. Like the ones who actually like you will reach out to you, and the ones who didn't really care for you, they won't. And like for me, right? Whether I left a job or somebody got fired or whatever the case may be, right? Whether I like them, like I don't really believe in or care for liking or not liking people. I have a job to do, right? And if you're working with me, then cool. And if you're not, then also cool. I'm very mission minded, right? I'm very mission minded. I don't get hung up on all that stuff, right? So
I mean, all we do is win, man. You know that.
I'm gonna put it like this, right? I will always put myself in the best position to win, right? So keeping my resume updated. I let's put it like this: when when um when I was like reviewing resumes for the general public, right? When I was like getting checking things out, understanding the landscape, right? I would get resumes that they were more secure than the documents found in Mar-a-Lago. I'm like, how am I supposed to review this CIA confidential document? Everything is redacted, right? How am I supposed to review this? Everything. You cannot figure out anything on these resumes. But then, so now let's transfer it to LinkedIn, right? Is it safe for people to know where you work? Who cares about you? Like, I mean, unless unless you have some type of stalker or a victim of some type of crime or something like that. Totally understandable. Now, does that mean that you're going to easily get resumes? Probably. You're easily going to get interviews and notice and stuff? Probably not. But you probably don't want to either because of whatever prior situation that you're in, right? But if you're looking for a job and you really, really need a job, right? But you're not doing everything possible to get it. Someone that I was talking to on LinkedIn, right? Met them in this other group and I reached out to them. They were trying to get in QA and everything like that. And I was impressed. And I had to tell them like this is impressive because what they did was they made a video, put themselves out there. They made a video showing how they organize their day, how they plan their day while they're looking for a job, right? Needless to say, a week later, they got hired for a position because they didn't mind putting themselves out there. On LinkedIn, recruiters like recruiters reach out to me every single day on LinkedIn, asking me, "Hey, are you interested in this position? Are you interested in that position? I have this contract here. I have this there." But I've seen some link, and I had to get on one of my mentees because of this, right? Because their LinkedIn was just horrendous. They didn't want to put details about what they did. They just put and with with grace to them, somebody gave them that bad advice, right? The same way that people get bad advice on their resume, somebody gave them this bad advice, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. Like, you need to be descriptive about what you did and where you did it and when you did it on LinkedIn, because every single opportunity you have to make yourself available to it, right? So now imagine one of the people that I'm working with, right? They don't want to put their information on LinkedIn, and I get hit up for a position, and I'm like, I can't take no position. I'm already working at a company that I really enjoy working at. And I'm doing the coaching, I'm doing the YouTube, all that good stuff, right? But one of my people, that person needs a position, right? So then I forward you to that person, and they click on your profile, and it's just crap. And now they don't contact you because they don't know anything about you. While on mine, I have documented everything that I did, all my skills, where I did them, when I did them, why I did them, all of that, right? Why do you think they contact me and they don't contact you? If you know where I work, so what? I don't do anything that's going to compromise it. I'm actually providing content that to help. So if you think that somebody from your previous job is going to contact your new job, one, that's illegal. But if they do, right? Are you part of the toxicity? Ugh. Happy Natasha didn't see that one. Um, but yeah, are you toxic? Let's just keep it to two syllables, right? Are you toxic? Like, I've never feared that someone from my old job would contact somebody from my new job. Why would you have that fear? What is going on over there? LinkedIn is your online resume in a network where people can see. So the same way, like when I say like these people will be posting these toxic posts on LinkedIn, and then they wonder why are they're not getting contacted for jobs. Well, you're not going to get contacted on LinkedIn for jobs if you're posting toxic stuff on LinkedIn about the people who you want to hire you. It doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So I'll finish with this, right? My last two jobs that I got, the last two positions that I landed, both senior QA engineers, right? Recruiters reached out to me on LinkedIn. I didn't reach out to them. They reached out to me. And they said, "Oh, we checked your profile. We see it looks like you are a match for our company, our position. Would you be interested in talking?" So while you have everything about yourself private to your connections, why do your connections even care? Like, you're already connected. Why do they care? What benefit is it to them of your work history if they're your connections? They're not hiring managers. They're not recruiters, anything like that. So your LinkedIn is essentially useless. Ugh. See, and this is what I mean, how people shoot themselves in the foot, how they sabotage their opportunities. You want something, but you want it on your terms. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, to finish the story, recruiters contacted me. They asked for my resume, and then we spoke, went through the whole process, and boom, hired. Was I afraid of my previous company contacting them? No, because you know why? Because I was awesome at my last company. I was awesome at every single company that I've been at. Awesome plus awesome plus awesome plus awesome equals amazing. Like I tell you guys, the goal is to provide value in everything that you do. And then you don't have to worry about somebody saying something negative about you from a previous company. You can go back to every single company that I've ever worked for. There won't be anybody that says anything negative. Well, maybe that one person. Nope, they won't. But I put myself in a position to win at all times.
I mean, all we do is win, man. You know that.
So that's that. All right. Keep it private if you want. Think that it's weird? Nope. I think it's amazing. Back then, I wasn't really crazy about LinkedIn, but once I started making it more active and updating, I don't even like posting stuff like that on there. Just continue to update my my profile when I need to, my history, and then it works for itself. All right. What? But that is our show for tonight. All right. So
if you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.